Hello and welcome, dear students and parents. I'm going to do this presentation in English for the benefit of those foreign parents or students. Okay, my name is Martin Abeyer. I teach graphical communication at National Sports School. I've been teaching this subject for almost 21 years, but I've been here in National Sports School for the last 5 years. Okay, basically, graphical communication, it's a different subject than the others because we don't use copybooks or project books, but we use a paper, an A3 paper, and the drawing board. Of course, the paper will be completely clean, and we have to design and fill all the details. To start up, sorry, to give you an idea, here we have a blank A3 paper. In all the papers, we do a border, a quick border, and the title block. The title block will explain all the information we are designing. All right. Of course, at the beginning, I will guide them how to where to start, how to divide the paper, how to use the space efficiently, and so on and so forth. Of course, we start from the beginning, and by time they will become much more confident. All right. Basically, the subject is made up from five branches, which are plane geometry, solid geometry, orthographic projection, pictorials, and design. I'm gonna just go through some examples here to give you a brief idea. For instance, here I have some presentations. Some these are introductory drawings. Okay, here we have some plane geometry drawings where students will get the idea of how to use the angles, the instruments, the compass, and spatial ability, the idea to visualize the things. All right. Then we have solid geometry. Solid geometry, it's an example like this, for instance, where the drawings, although they are flat, but they involve more knowledge or more details which is hidden at the back. It means we have more than two lines behind each other to give a brief idea. Of course, I'm not pretending that you will learn the subject by this presentation, but I'm just give some basic ideas. All right. Then another topic which is orthographic projection, where we learn how to present the elevations. This is widely used in both engineering and architecture. This kind of topic. Then, of course, there's the pictorials, the knowledge of to interpret and design 3D models. Okay, there are more than one topic that the student will learn how to design pictorials, and there's also the topic of design, basically simple design, some freehand ideas, um, uh, basically, and even some rendering and some color and some materials as well. Okay. I will try to cover some questions that, by experienced students and parents alike, they ask me. All right. Number one, as you're seeing in this presentation, a lot of work is done by the computer. All right. And the parents or the students, they'll ask me, look, are they going to work with the computer or with the drawing board? Here we have a drawing, some simple drawings drawn by the students with the pencil and the drawing board. In brief, the subject is basically they use the drawing board. All right, there is nothing wrong in using the drawing board. Since this is a new subject, as I always explain, it's like you learning to write. When you learn to write, you don't write you don't use the computer straight away. First, you use the pencil and the paper. All right, and then by time you start using the computer, the word to write your essays. All right, but at the beginning, you just use your pencil, and this is the same here. All right, we use the drawing board as the learning tool to get the idea of the technical drawing. Okay, mentioning the drawing board as well, it doesn't mean that those students who choose this subject, they have to buy the drawing board for sure, because the drawing board is like 100 euro or something. So, So it doesn't mean that you have to buy them. There are other cheaper options, and we still can get results. All right. But those of you who would like to buy a drawing board, of course, they are free to do so, and even second hand are suitable. All right. Here I have a drawing, not a drawing, sorry, a photograph was taken recently in our school. This is one of the classes in Form 4. They are working on a particular job here. Okay, basically the subject is very practical, where the students are presented with some obstacles. Obstacles it mean problem solving drawings, and they have to solve it out using design, measurements, etc., etc. Here we have also some electricity. I'm seeing like this. So basically, the subject is it's there's a good spectrum. All right. I use a lot of software ideas where the students can learn look like this, for instance, so they will get the concept much clearer. Of course, we use the technology available for the benefit of the student. All right. These are just some simple samples we use during the classroom. Some questions which I would like to answer, I'm sure you're doing, regarding how the subject is going to be assessed. Number one, in all the subject, there are some changes, in graphical as well, but the changes are minor. By the end of the Form 5, instead, at the moment, the students, they have to sit for an exam which is made from two papers. All right? Now, they're going to sit for one paper only. The other paper is going to be replaced by the projects which are going to be done one in each year. All right, because they're going to have one project in each year. The project involves just like a special homework or a special classwork. All right, and it contains 30% of the 100% for the Form 5. So 30% are gathered from the projects, like 10 marks for each year to make it easy, and the 70% it will be a practical exam during the Form 5. Regarding the computer, they're going to learn some basic skills and they're going to work hands-on in the computer, designing with the computer with the AutoCAD in Form 4. So things are going to be more excited and more interesting for the students. Regarding the jobs nowadays, the world is changing so fast. But of course, the subject is on a technical side. Electrician, mechanics, architects, engineers, technicians, designers, whatever you mention it, where there's some practical or something to be done, technical drawing is there. Okay. Another thing, the by the end of the Form 5, the level reached, we call it MQF3, which is equivalent to the MedSec, and it is suitable. It's one of the subjects which is suitable to entry for junior college, MCAST, and those of you who would like to study more, like taking at the, intermediate or advanced, they can find the subject as well on those levels, and is suitable as well as an entry requirement for university. Okay? That's all. I'm gonna do a sample lesson for all the students interested, but I will advise regarding the time and the date later on this month. Okay. Hope I was clear. Hope I made things clear. Another thing before I close, because certain students tell me I have to be good in art to do the subject. This in real, the subject is a technical subject. It's not an artistic subject. So basically, at the end of the lesson, we produce the same drawing. So it doesn't has to do exactly with art. What is more expressive? All right, this is more technical. Okay, and even the use of mathematics, simple maths, as I said, plus or minus and everything. Not we don't use formulas and things like that. But of course, we need to calculate some things and plan. All right. Okay. Hope you enjoyed and understood. If you have any queries, let me know later on. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Thank you.